Hi, this is Jenny G. Perry, and this is video 2 in Jennylicious Jewels. Hopefully, this video will not be sucked into the YouTube space of deletion. So, our second question comes to us from Ashley Stevenson, and it goes like this. How does one not compare themselves to others on Facebook, like seeing other people's pictures and statuses and not be jealous, so to speak? Well, it's an excellent question, and I have a tip for you. I don't do rules because if you give me rules, I just like to break them. And I think it's more honoring to give people tips rather than come from the place of I know everything, I have all your answers. So my number one tip for self-love is never compare yourself to anyone else. It is a losing battle. It actually is the strangest thing because you're always going to be doing better than someone and always going to be doing worse than someone. And when you compare yourself to someone else and you feel better about yourself because they're doing worse than you, that's really crappy too. And when you look at other people on Facebook that you think are doing better than you, it's just a snippet of their life. There's people that go to Facebook and all they do is complain. And then there's people that go to Facebook and some people think they're bragging. I happen to love those posts. Because if you're tooting your own horn, I am right there cheering with you. And I love when people are proud of their kids and things like that. But it's only a snippet. You're not getting the whole picture of their life. And so I feel like there's a couple of things that I would do if I was to fall back into that place of comparing myself to other people. Is go back inside and start thinking about what your ideas of yourself are. You need to work on affirmations or write down things that you love about yourself, those types of things, because when you're focused inward rather than outward, that's when you're going to thrive. It's just like when you're running a race. If you're running a race and you're looking in the other lane, you're not going to be going as fast as you can. You're not going to be at your full potential because you're going to be looking at what someone else is doing, and then you're going to trip and fall. So focus on running your own race, rocking your best self, and then that's when you really can let your inner brilliance shine. I know I used to compare myself to everyone on the planet, and after I would have a baby, I would see some supermodel on the cover of a magazine and think, well, it's easy for her because she has nannies and chefs and all that, which that was just to make myself feel better. But in actuality, why would you do that to yourself when there's Photoshop anyway? But I don't even focus on what anyone else looks like in order to validate the fact that I am beautiful and I am worthy and all the things about myself, because it's the same thing as I would tell any of my kids. You can't compare yourself to anyone else. It's just, will suck all your energy when you get into that kind of game, like that competitive mode with other people. It's just not productive. So if you do find yourself going on Facebook and you feel really bad when other people are doing well, that's an indication that something's off within yourself. Because when you feel really good about yourself, you look at other people and when they're doing well and you think, yes, that's so awesome. Because you know that there's an unlimited supply of awesomeness. But like in the past, I remember in my 20s, when things would go well for someone else, it would feel a little bit off, and I would be like, oh, you know, like in some way that was taken away from good stuff happening to me, which is just silly. So I would say take a step back from Facebook. Take a step back and look within and think, what's going on with me that I'm not feeling good within? Because I'm telling you, when you feel good about yourself, you feel good about other people doing well. You want to cheer them on. And the more you focus on your own inner growth, that's the more people will see your brilliance and your beauty, and you won't find yourself comparing yourself to anybody else. So I hope that this was helpful. And if you would like to ask a question, if you'd like some advice or a tip, then go to Peace, Love, Joy, Sparkles page on Facebook and go to the message section. And I think we have one more question, and then your question will be next. And I love to be able to connect with you guys further. Have an awesome week, and rock your best self.